Hello guys, you're welcome to another episode of my channel. First on our Enterprise TV from the African Center for Enterprise and Capacity Development, and my channel specifically SSS with Osayi Tres Omokaro. Today we're going to be delving into something that is very fundamental for all business people. In my experience, I've seen that a lot of entrepreneurs falter in this. And I had my fair share of that challenge. What is it? Marketing. And to be frank, marketing doesn't necessarily have to be expensive for it to be effective. So today I'll be talking about some of my favorite strategies that has worked for me and I believe will work for you, especially for those of us who are just getting to start our business. Because the truth of the matter is that when you're not engaging in sales and marketing of your business or your products, you'll just be like that handsome young man who is winking at a beautiful girl in the dark. You're handsome, you're winking at the girl, but she's not seeing you. So let's get into this and let's delve into all you need to know about our low-cost strategy to drive your business and maximize your profits. Before we begin to look at the tactics and the semantics, let's look at 5 reasons why marketing is very important for your business. First, I want to let you know that marketing is different from sales. Marketing is actually everything you do to get your business out there before your customers. And sales is that point where you collect the money from the customer in exchange for your products. The truth is, whether you are intentional or unintentional, you are always marketing. You are either marketing positively or you are demarketing your brand. So at every point in time, you are always marketing. It means the way you show up, the way your brand is pushed out, is always saying something about your brand. Remember, I said marketing is everything you do to bring your product or service before your customers and your audience. So with that clear, let's look at the reasons why marketing is very important. The first thing is it helps you build brand awareness. When you do nothing about your marketing, people don't get to know about you. So every step you take to market brings your product, your service to the awareness of your would-be customers. In the social media world, we will say people need to know you, like you, and trust you before they patronize you. So we want to be certain that a lot of persons are getting to see you, your product, or your service. And from amongst them, some of them will begin to patronize your customers. There are brands I end up patronizing sometimes after 5 years of consistently seeing and hearing about them. So marketing helps you create brand awareness. Then the second thing is that marketing helps you to attract customers. The Bible said many are called, but few are chosen. Your marketing activities helps you to call many, and from among that many, the few will choose you. You see, so you want to constantly ensure that new persons are getting to know about your product and your services on a continuous basis. Once you do this, from among them, that's what we call lead generation. After lead generation, there's a concept of lead nurturing. So some persons just get to see you, and over time, they say, this man has been consistent in doing what he's doing. I think let's go check out who he is. Let's go check out his product. Let's go check out his service. So for some of you, at that time when you're getting fed up and thinking of quitting, that's when majority of your customers are just thinking, I think this guy has been there over the years. Yes, let's give him a deal. So maybe one of the things I'm telling you now is just keep it a little longer. So marketing helps you create brand awareness. It helps you attract customers. Then the third thing is that marketing helps you to create a competitive edge. Like I said, that edge comes because of consistency. I said this in one of my previous videos about the fact that it is becoming very difficult to know the three authority figures of social media because everybody have claims of that so-called authority figure. But consistent marketing will keep you different from the crowd, because the truth is, the guys who are out there just for the quick wins, they easily get fed up and they're out. So you don't want to be one of such. So when you're consistent, people after a while begin to ascribe some level of authority to you. So that helps you have that competitive edge in the industry where you play. Then the fourth thing is marketing helps you to drive sales. I talked about marketing different from sales. Marketing, consistently creating that awareness, attracting more customers, getting that competitive edge, will then begin to result in sales. So you want to understand that every of your marketing efforts may not necessarily result in sales. So don't pull out, don't stop the marketing effort because it has not begun, it has not started yielding sales results. Over time, it will. That's where when you're starting a business, one of the budgets you must have is the budget for sales and marketing. It's one thing you sit down with people who have innovative ideas, they're doing their costing and all of that. You see them talking about cost of product development and all of that. A lot of them do not think about the cost of sales and marketing. And meanwhile, that is the only major cost that have return on investment. You could build very fundamental, very powerful products. I will build that product and service. If you are unable to get customers, you're in trouble. It's the reason why some of you need to sit down under mentorship. I think it's the right time for me to sell to you my one-on-one mentorship and coaching program. I have what I call the heart-to-heart with Osayi Tres Omokaro, which is a one-on-one quick call that will help us take a look at where you are in your business. And the goal of that session is to help you identify the very next step you need to take. Then I have another one that I call the executive coaching session. That's a 90 days program that would help you take a look at where you are as an individual and help you move from there. With that, we don't just create the strategy. We spend about 4 weeks to 6 weeks to work on the various aspects of your business. Then we have another 4 to 6 weeks where we hold you accountable to doing what you need to do. So the link to joining any of these programs will be showing around this video. It is necessary because, for instance, I was in a place recently and somebody talked about the fact that he got about 1.5 million naira to support his idea that he has always wanted to launch. And I told the person, let's have a chat about this session. When I began to talk to this person, I realized that this person has spent over 750,000 of these funds on the things that were not necessary. It's part of what mentorship does for you. And I began to share tips on how important customer acquisition was for his business. I would not want to give details now because I can't tell whether the person is even watching. But the idea here is that the customer is the most important aspect of your business. So you must have a budget for them. Sometimes you even start with them because some of our products and services do not necessarily require us to build anything, especially services. All you need to actually start a service company is just to announce that I now do this service. And sometimes show proofs. That's where you want to work with some persons, possibly for free, just to be able to build your credentials, just to be able to build the fact that you have what it takes to generate results. And once you get that, you leverage that to market. Having to go spend money on an office, spend money to build products, build services, before you're now getting to look for the people that will use the service. It's a wrong route. I have series of books written on this, choosing a profitable business idea, from idea to market, then funding your business idea. So the links to all of these will be scrolling or somewhere around this video. The fourth and most essential reason why marketing is very important is it establishes your credibility. People are careful about making the wrong choices, especially buying a product or a service that do not meet their expectation. So because of that, they want to be sure of how credible this person is. Yesterday, I was in a session where I talked about my new book, Money Devotion. And when I shared, they asked a few questions and all of that. It's a close community of friends. So some of them purchased the books and all of that. So one of them told me something. He said, we have the privilege of getting to hear you. And not very many people will hear you before they make their decision. He said, you want to go back to your seller page and go and give a vivid description of what the people will get, because the book is actually written in a devotional format. So I went back to that page and I put what you get every day, day 1, day 2, day 3, up to day 31. The idea is we want to build some level of credibility. We want the people to know what they are paying for even before they pay for it. So marketing helps you to do that. So we'll cut this video here, and in our next video we'll share with you those cost-effective strategies to getting your product and services before your customer. Shalom.